No, no, that's all oil. No. Look at all that smoke. No. Oh my God, you can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but she's burning oil. Look at all that oil. What is up, you guys? I am finally back with another video. I know it's been a while since I last talked to you guys. Work's been crazy. I just moved houses. And then this whole corona thing that's going on, I hope everybody out there is safe. You know, wear your face mask. Don't go out if you don't need to. But anyways, if you guys just saw that first clip, I am burning oil on the KA24. I don't know what the problem is. I just came back from O'Reilly's and I rented one of their compression testers. So we're gonna go ahead and run a compression test on all 4 cylinders. We're gonna see what numbers we get back, and hopefully it's not my rings and my head gasket. If it is, I guess we're gonna have to do a full rebuild, but we're gonna go ahead and run that test. I'll show you guys how to do a compression test on your 240. But let's get started on that compression test. So this is the compression tester that I borrowed from O'Reilly's. Now, if you guys didn't know, you can go to your AutoZone or O'Reilly's and you can actually rent tools. And when you return them, they actually refund you your money. So it's 100% free. And this is a compression tester here. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what we got inside. So inside you got your basic gauge and a hose and a little attachment. That's really all you need. So I'm gonna go ahead. First thing, you gotta warm up the car. I've already done that. If you guys saw, we're burning hella oil in the back. Now the next thing we're gonna do is come over to our fuse box and we are gonna disconnect the fuel pump relay, which is on the KA. So that's gonna be this one right here. So we're gonna pop that fuse out. That way, when we run the compression test, our injectors aren't squirting gas into the chambers and we can get a proper reading. So just go ahead and pull this one out and we'll take it from there. All right guys, so after you've taken out your fuel pump fuse, next thing we gotta do is take out every spark plug. So let's go ahead and pull these out of the way. I actually had to move my strut bar. If that's the case, it covers right here. So we're gonna go ahead and pull all these spark plugs out, take out the coils right there, and we're gonna go ahead and pull these out right now. If you guys don't have an actual spark plug remover tool, this is what I do. I take my 16mm socket with an extension, deep socket so it can actually reach in there. We're gonna go ahead and loosen these up. There we go. Loosen it up all the way. Once you're done, you're gonna take a magnet with an extension, so pretty long magnet. We're gonna go ahead, stick it in there, and we pull out our spark plug just like that. Let's go ahead and do the rest. Alright guys, after you've taken out all 4 spark plugs, you're going to go ahead and take your compression tester tool and we're going to go ahead and assemble it. Then take the fitting that comes with it and we're going to go ahead and attach it to the line. Make sure it's tight. There you go. Just hand tight, you don't have to go crazy. Next we're going to take this and we're going to put it in the hole for the spark plug, and this is actually threaded. So this is going to thread into where your spark plug goes in. you go. You only want to hand tighten it. You don't want to get this stuck in there because then you're gonna have a bad day. So we'll go ahead. It's on there. All right, so once your line is tightened up, you're gonna go ahead and take the gauge and we're gonna go ahead and connect it to the line. There we go. Now we're just gonna set this aside. It's obviously easier if you have two people, you know, one to be reading and one to be cranking in the car. I'm by myself right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set this to the side, somewhere where it won't fall. Right there. Now we're gonna go ahead inside the car. All right, so also make sure that the gauge is set to 0. This is a relief pressure button right here. So go ahead, we're good. There's no compression in there. Set that to the side and let's go inside. Okay, so now we're inside the car and you're gonna want ahead and go ahead and turn your ignition on. Then you're gonna go full throttle. So you're gonna, your gas pedal, your throttle, you're gonna go ahead and push it all the way down. Okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and crank it a few times. That should be good. You only want to do about 3 to 5 revolutions. You know, I went a little extra just to make sure because I can't see the gauge over there. So now we're gonna go ahead and test the pressure on cylinder number 1. All right, guys. So compression on cylinder number 1 is 90. So we're gonna go ahead and relieve that. Now we're gonna go ahead and move and do the rest of the cylinders. Cylinder number 2 is at 160. So let's go ahead and do the rest. Cylinder number 3, again around 160. That looks like 165. And cylinder number 4 is at 172, we can say. So as you guys just saw, I ran the compression test. Now you can also, you know, run it back twice, you know, double check each cylinder just to make sure you're getting proper readings. Now, for me, cylinder number 1 was around 90 to 92. Cylinder number 2 and 3 were around 160, 165, and cylinder number 4 was at 180. So on a KA24DE, your stock compression is around 179 to 180. So when I first boosted this car, I did do a compression test and all 4 cylinders were exactly at 180. So this engine was perfect when I boosted it. Now you guys can see my numbers are kind of all over the place. Cylinder number 4 is perfectly fine. Number 2 and 3 have lost compression, and number 1 is completely low on compression. That is not acceptable at all. So with that being said, with the low compressions, that means that this engine is pretty much blown. You know, there might be possible damage on the inside. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do next is we're gonna pull the engine out, we're gonna tear it down and see what the damage is, and then from there I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sit down and look at all my options, you know, if it's worth the rebuild, if you know, I want to go a different route, a different engine. But you know, that means the engine's gonna come out, so we'll go ahead and get started on pulling that out as soon as possible, and then we'll take it from there. I really want to look at every option that I have available to me, and whatever is best for me, and you know, budget wise and everything. So we have a lot of options, but we're gonna go ahead and take our time with it, and you know, do everything the right way this time. You know, stock block with a turbo high compression engine. You know, it's not such a good idea, but it was fun. But I'm definitely gonna look at our options now. So thank you so much, KA, for being fun. You know, you didn't last too long, but the little short amount of time you lasted, it was a blast. So we're gonna go ahead and pull everything out. That means all this has to come back out. You know, all the lines, the intercooler pipes, and all that's gonna come back out. Pull the engine out, and then we'll sit it on a stand and we'll go from there. And that is gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with me and where I've been, you know, with the car. Stay safe out there, everybody. You know, don't go out if you don't have to. Wear your face mask. But other than that, you know, stick around so you guys know what's gonna go on with the build. That we're gonna go ahead and do a rebuild, or we're gonna swap something else in there. I'm not sure yet, but I gotta look at my options. But definitely subscribe if you want to know what's gonna happen. And if you want to see me pull that engine out, I'll definitely film that for you guys. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.